Hi, this is Marco Oros from Slovakia, and this is message for Spotify developers. At the first, I would like to tell you something. I'm blind, but it not means that this is a big disability. It is sometimes ability. I remember on one situation when was in our community for the blind people available one streaming software for the blind, very accessible. But do you know how it looks like when some radio streams don't work? Yes, it was internet radio player, something like this. Sorry for my English, I am not English native speaker. Nextly, one of our community, one of blind people, written article down to one blog about Spotify, how it is accessible for the blind people. I use Spotify for Windows. Of course, I try to use the mobile application, but this application for Android is not very accessible for the blind people. I use screen reader NVDA, which is a screen reader which is for free. Of course, I don't know how to use it with the JAWS for Windows. Due to some issues, I don't use it anymore. But most of things in this are a little bit accessible. Of course, there are some shortcut keys in NVDA. In this screen reader, we can, for example, move mouse, computer mouse, of course. But some things are not very accessible. For example, moving items to playlist. Of course, there's button add to playlist, but it is also a great solution of this problem. Nextly, if you would like to sort the playlist in this list, you can use mouse to move. This is big problem, big issue if you use NVDA. So you must use another thing, another person maybe, some sighted person to do this thing, to move some playlist. The same is happen if you would like to move the playlist to one playlist folder. The same. So I don't know that there are not maybe many blind listeners of Spotify, of course, but there are, and maybe can be more due to this, that this application named Spotify for Windows is mostly accessible for the blind people. But about music, about the content of the playlist. So the Spotify is amazing. I mostly listen music using the Spotify, and also I have many playlists there. So really, it is very great to listen music from Spotify. For example, I have a playlist for hookah or shisha. This is my special playlist. I have, for example, playlist with music from Czech Republic and Slovakia, because I'm from Slovakia and Czech language is very similar. I have a playlist with turbo folk music. Of course, people from Serbia and Croatia and Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro know what it means. With the Greek music and another playlist and playlists. Some playlists are created by me. So, I have now. I'm sorry. I have now the sometimes like to say something that I wish you good work, good improvement of Spotify, and also some things to do accessible for the blind people. Thank you and greetings from Slovakia, from Marco Oros.